they are more into the schools and
Yeah.
in colleges and universities, they want to put that curriculum into skill development curriculum into
In
the
the school
schools
program, yeah.
program. So what is your opinion? How it would help the
It's an
students?
excellent program. This particularly the new national vocational curriculum framework. That is an excellent program. And earlier, the, while students are in the school, they should be encouraged to have some kind of skills in addition to the regular subjects. Now it is voluntary that one elective subject you can leave like language, third language, and you can take a vocational. But my view is that each student from class 9th to 12th should have learned some skill. So tomorrow if he doesn't do well or he doesn't have the capacity to do well, it is not that everybody is genetically engineered to do well academically in higher education or professional. At least he has a skill to fall back upon. Like say, somebody has learned how to repair a camera, TV camera or something, such kind of skills. If it comes, then he can have a self-employment or some kind of learning, or he can join some service organization which provides these kind of repair services. So each student should, according to his own choice, should, and that should be made compulsory. You will give a basket of professions or skills. You choose yourself which you want. You want to do that. Thank you.
Yeah. So I just wanted to know about how do you feel in the 5th edition of World Education Summit, where we have a platform of people from various sectors have come in together, policymakers, teachers, private participation, plus ICT technologies like companies like Mindbox, everyone together. We have a platform here. So what kind of stage this has given opportunities, and what are the takeaways you think?
This is a good opportunity to know that what is happening in the field of education, like the private players, what they are doing, and a lot of tremendous. I visited the exhibition center, and there are tremendous efforts going in the private sector for improving the quality of education in different fields. But the problem with that is it is a market orientation. We in the government will think, and I'd say the takeaway from this conference and exhibition is like that we learn what kind of things we can adopt in our governance system, particularly the government schools, which cater to the people from the poorer classes. So it's a good way of knowing also what is happening in the private sector and what they are offering for improving quality education.
Sir, in the primary education and in the secondary education, what level of innovations are happening in government schools in Punjab?
See, innovations are happening at different levels, disaggregated level. Like we sometimes reward the teachers if they have an innovative method of teaching or making the students more interested in learning the things like science and maths. So those things we have codified also in form of our reports and books, but we cannot specify in terms of this is happening, this is more innovative than what is happening in the private sector or other things. So it is a like a simultaneous effort. Like if your people they are working for a market in the private sector, yes, they are also innovating. Our teachers are also innovating, which is free of cost. It is available in our EduSat system. Say we find some teacher has a good method of teaching, say, a particular concept in science or maths. Then what we do, we take him to the EduSat studio, make a video, and or sometimes it is a directly broadcast to the schools through the EduSat system. So it is happening that way.
Sir, I just wanted to know about the government schools and the private schools. The demand is still there for private schools. Everybody knows it's open secret. But how to enhance the government structure in the government school education system? More people, the teachers. How do you think it will go?
See, what I say is the first is the teacher accountability. That the teacher should be accountable to the society because he is paid to provide quality education to the students. So who will demand that quality education from the teacher? Our present system in education is not geared towards demanding that kind of quality education from the teachers. Once they come to the service, they just think that it is like their birthright to remain in the service till they retire and get a fat pension without any performance. So there should be some performance parameters for the teachers starting from primary level to +2 level.
The performance parameters you're saying,
Yeah.
can you just elaborate what kind of performance parameters?
Yeah. See, let us take any particular class. I am teaching, say, class 1 students. I have 10 to 50, whatever number of students. Then it's expected that at the end of the academic year, the students should have learned, largely they should have learned what is the intended to learn. It is not like I was telling in that in the speech that we are not expecting that each student should score high like 80% or 90% in the subject. So let averagely he should pass at least in that subject, get average mark at least all students, that is the benchmark, that all students get a minimum average mark. Some students will score high, some will get 100% mark. It's all right. But most students should fail in that subject. In the learning outcome test, no student should fail. And teacher accountability or performance parameter will come from that. So you have taken the responsibility this academic year that you will impart learning to the students. Say they will learn 1 to 100 or say A to Z or whatever. Then at the end of the academic session, largely students should have learned that. If they have not learned somewhere, the teacher has failed. And then all explanations will come. The students were not interested, parents were not taking. That is not question. They were in the school for say 9 to 3 or 2, so many hours in the school. So what is your responsibility also? So that somewhere this learning outcome should be measured. It is not, and it should be measured independently, so that the learning outcomes of students can be known. And that will set the performance parameter for the teacher. His annual increment, his promotion, everything should depend upon that. It can be delineated. Yeah.
And now coming to